Hello, my name is Yunseo and I'm a senior at Phillips Exeter Academy. And welcome to our season of The Bachelor. In my economics STS project, I got to play the role of my dreams, Chris Harrison from The Bachelor. The ultimate matchmaker, if you ask me. In my project, I studied matching theory, which is a branch of economics that matches one set of agent to another set of agents. The study of matching began almost 50 years ago when Galen Shapley asked a seemingly impossible question. How do we form stable marriages? Now, of course, this question cannot be answered using mathematics alone, but matching theorists have begun to answer this question through models of men and women and their preferences upon each other. Since then, matching theory has seen multitudes of real-life applications, potentially influencing you or anybody that you know. The algorithms and policies derived from matching has been applied to the matching of students to schools in New York City and Boston, the matching of doctors to residencies in the National Residency Matching Program, or even in the matching between kidney donations to their new potential owners. The problem, though, is that these standard matching models used by economic theorists often rely on restrictive and sometimes unrealistic assumptions. And so in my project, I aim to bridge the gap between these real-world markets and these standard matching models by studying a much more general case of markets. Especially in this day and age, when new markets are emerging that diverge even more from these traditional definitions of what matching markets are. Just like our favorite apps, Tinder and Airbnb. Ultimately, the goal of my project is to identify which of the matching results are the most inherent to the market, with the hopes of applying them to set more robust policies and applications of matching. Yeah, and now to introduce myself outside my STS project, I will begin by reading the fun fact that I wrote on my STS application out loud. I think it encapsulates my personality altogether. So I wrote, I was once curious about what hole punchers can hole punch, so I punched my t-shirt. To my surprise, it worked. I still proudly wear that t-shirt. I then became curious about what staplers can staple, so I stapled my thumb. To my greatest pain, ouch, it worked. And yes, if you must know, I still have that thumb. Another aspect about me that you should know is that I think by formulating my thoughts out loud. I owe this to my school, Phillips Exeter Academy, where instead of learning from a teacher giving a lecture, I learned from my classmates and myself by asking each other questions and answering them and building upon each other's comments. My love of verbally formulating my thoughts have gone so far to lead me to DJ at my school's radio station, where I host a weekly late night show that airs within the 20-mile radius of my school's campus. My long-term goal is to pursue academia as a professor. I think it's such a big privilege to be able to think about problems that interest me long-term, and I'm also fascinated by the idea of being able to be constantly inspired by young students. And as for my last fun fact, how could I forget? That I am a bachelorette.